Hello, welcome again to the Kidney Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a crumble, but not a sweet crumble. We're doing a chicken and vegetable crumble. We've got a little bit to do today, a bit of veg prep. We've got some nice carrots, lovely celeriac, sweet potatoes, leeks, peas. I'm going to bring that all together, a bit of a sauce, and then put it in the oven with a crumble topping on. So let's start by prepping up our vegetables first. Just topping and tailing the carrots and peeling all our vegetables. So that's my carrots done. Now we've got a couple of nice sweet potatoes. It's one of my favourite ingredients, sweet potatoes. I love them. So we're going to boil all the vegetables first before we make the crumble. Very important, as we know, just to get rid of some of the excess potassium out of these vegetables. So I've got a nice big pan of water on boiling behind me. No salt in the water, just a nice big pan. And I've also preheated my oven as well to 180 degrees for when the crumble goes in the oven. So there's those two. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of celeriac. Not even half, because it is quite high in potassium, celeriac, but once we've boiled it, it'll be fine. I'm just going to use a knife to do this as opposed to the potato peeler, because it's a bit harder to get through. So I'm just taking a little bit of the skin off there. And then we've got a leek here, which I've already trimmed up and given it a good wash down the sides there. And then I'm going to chop all the vegetables into roughly the right even sizes so they cook evenly when they're boiling. So just slice your leek. Okay, there's my leek. Now my sweet potatoes. It's nice bite-sized pieces, all the same size. Lovely. And the carrots I'm just going to cut into bite-sized rounds. There's my carrots. And then last of all, there's about 300 grams of celeriac there. And there's my celeriac. You can actually put your peas in there as well, a couple of 100 grams of frozen peas, all in together. There you go, nice lovely mixture. Now I'm going to blanch them, boil them in with water for about 10 minutes. There we have, nice big pan of boiling water, and straight in with our veg. Lovely, so we put that in, lid on, for about 10 minutes, and that gives us time to start prepping our chicken. Here we go, 2 skinless, boneless chicken breasts, and again we cut those in same sort of even sizes. So there's our chicken all done. We're going to pop that in the fridge, just got to wait for our vegetables now, and then we're going to have a complete tidy down here. You know how important it is to wash your utensils and your board, especially if you've been cutting raw chicken on it. Okay, so we're still 5 minutes away from the vegetables being ready. That gives us a chance to fry off our chicken, get a little bit of colour on that. I'll go and grab it from the fridge. There you go, about a tablespoon of olive oil, good lug of olive oil. So just want a nice little bit of brown colour on your chicken. Just saute it for about 5 minutes. Turn your heat up a little bit. Almost there, coming together the two. So they've had a good 10 minutes now. I think I'm going to take those off and drain them. Lovely bowl of steaming hot veg, all nicely blanched. And that's it, chicken just about ready too. Okay, so now we've got to bring the dish together now. I've got a nice pan of vegetables. I'm going to put that into a clean saucepan. So you can go on my veggies. I've just got this on a low heat at the moment. And then again, on the diced chicken. Bit of a stir around. Then onto that I'm going to pour, I've got about 400 ml of low salt vegetable stock. There you go, in goes my stock. Just going to put a lid on that and just bring it up to a light simmer. So there we go, a bit of a thickening agent. We've got some low fat creme fraiche. We've got a teaspoon of the grain mustard, whole grain mustard. A bit of dried sage, and then last of all some plain flour. We're going to get it all mixed together. Lovely. Then we're going to put that into our vegetable and chicken mix, and that will really thicken the stock up. There you go. That's come together nice. Just give it a mix around with my new luminous green and pink spatula, and we'll add that to make our sauce. And you can see that's just simmering there nicely. Now we're going to put the our thickening agent into the pan. Lovely. Let's just give that a good stir in. You see how it's immediately changed colour now. That stock has got a nice creamy colour because of the creme fraiche. And again, we'll just bring that up just to a slight simmer, just so the flour will thicken it slightly. So when we've done that, we'll transfer it to a nice casserole dish, crumble on top, head in the oven. Okay, so my mixture's just come to the boil, ticking over for 5 minutes. Now I'm just going to take it off the heat. That gives us a chance to make the crumble topping itself. Classic crumble to start with. Obviously your flour and your softened butter. So make sure it's not straight out the fridge. You want to leave it out for a couple of hours just so it becomes nice and soft. So like I said, slightly softened butter because you'll be there all day if it's out the fridge rubbing it together. And we've got some ground almonds as well, so there's no sugar going in this recipe. Now to rub it all in together. Again, it's just like you're making a sweet crumble, just using your fingertips. Otherwise, if you use your whole hand, the butter will melt too quickly. And just rub it in. You want it to resemble breadcrumbs. It is a bit time consuming this one, but gets your fingertips working. And you want it to resemble fine breadcrumbs by the time you're finished. So there you go, it's coming together now. You see, there's still a couple of lumps of butter in, but don't worry too much about that. If you're making a sweet crumble, that's the best bit because the sugar mixes with the butter and it goes all nice and crunchy, those bits. A couple more ingredients to go into a savoury topping. We've got some Parmesan cheese. Bit of Parmesan cheese. And last of all, some flaked almonds. We're not actually going to rub those into the mixture, we're just going to put them in and fold them around so you don't want to break them up at all. And as we flaked almonds, that'll just give it a nice crunch as well when it's when it comes out of the oven. Okay, now let's get this dish assembled together. A good sized casserole dish to fit your 4 portions. There you go, plenty there, look. Beautiful. And then last of all, a bit of our crumble topping. Here you go, plenty of that crumble topping on. So that'll come out nice and crunchy. Everyone always complains there's not enough crumble, don't they? Only they have a sweet crumble. So make sure we've got plenty on. There you go. Looking good. That's going to take about a good half an hour in the oven. So I've preheated the oven before, 180 degrees. And always remember to put it on a tray as well, just in case you have a spillage. I don't want you moaning at me because all your oven's gone all dirty, so don't forget to put it on a tray. I'm going to pop it in the oven, say a good half an hour. See you in half an hour. Okay, that's half an hour past and I can smell the crumbles ready. You can smell that Parmesan cheese. There we go, one fine looking chicken and vegetable crumble. And this serves 6 people, this will easy feed 6. Put a nice portion in a bowl. That looks great. One lovely bowl of chicken and vegetable crumble. Got Laura here today with me, a dietitian, keeping her eyes and ears open today, keeping an eye on me. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. That looks really nice, doesn't it?
It smells great, I think.
It's nice and colourful.
It is good. Yeah, have a go. See what you think. It might be a bit hot.
Okay, yeah. Nice and steamy.
You can smell the Parmesan, can't you? Straight
Yeah,
away.
it does. It does smell nice. Mmm. It's good flavours. And the vegetables are nice and soft.
They come through nice, don't they?
Yeah.
Chicken's cooked well as well. I thought it was going to be a bit dry, but chicken stayed really nice and moist.
And I think the celeriac's something a bit different, isn't it, for people to try? I like celeriac, it's sort of a nice flavour.
I was a bit worried about using it when I saw the recipe, because I know it's quite high in potassium, isn't it, celeriac?
Yeah.
But there's only a small amount in for 6 people, and I give it a good boil as well.
Yeah, and that helps to get rid of potassium, so yeah.
Great. And sweet potatoes as well?
Yeah, so that again, as long as they're boiled, then it's okay to use, and the carrots and the peas are sort of good extra ones as well. But the nice flavour all comes from the mustard and the sage, doesn't it?
It does, you can taste it, absolutely right. I wouldn't serve anything else with this, would you? You wouldn't have any bread or any potato dish on it, so sort of one thing's all there.
It's kind of a complete meal. Yeah, it's got the potato and the crumble, it's got the vegetable, and you've got your chicken there as well. For anybody that's on a lower protein diet, we've got a vegetable crumble recipe card as well.
Could I use any other meat in there as well? Could I use pork, say, or something like that, could you?
Yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah, or white fish I think would go quite nicely with it.
Absolutely right, yeah. Well, I said plenty there for 6 as well, isn't there? It's a good, it's a good amount as well, isn't it?
Yeah, good for like a dinner party or something perhaps. Or you could freeze it before it's been baked.
Yeah.
And you could make some smaller ones, I guess, and then save some for another time.
Fantastic, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I'm going to have a bit more.
But you thought it was a sweet crumble, did you, for a minute coming in? Because I know you got a sweet tooth.
I wouldn't follow it with another crumble.